Write 13x plus 2 over x plus 4x minus 1 all squared in the form a over x plus 4 plus b over x minus 1 plus c over x minus 1 squared. Hence find the integral of 13x plus 2 over x plus 4 x minus 1 all squared with respect to x. So we have 13x plus 2 over x plus 4 x minus 1 squared. And we say that's going to be identical to a over x plus 4 plus b over x minus 1 plus c over x minus 1 all squared. Now, the way I do this is I do something called clear of fractions. And what that means is I multiply right the way through by x plus 4 x minus 1 squared, which removes all of the fractions. So if I do that to the left hand side, we just get left with 13x plus 2. Now think about the next term, the a over x plus 4. If I multiply by x plus 4 x minus 1 squared, the x plus 4's cancel, and I'm going to get a x minus 1 squared. If I look at the next term, which is b over x minus 1, if I multiply that by x plus 4 x minus 1 all squared, one of the x minus 1's will cancel, and I'll end up with b x plus 4 x minus 1. And hopefully you can see if we do the same thing to the c, the x minus 1 squareds will completely cancel, and we'll just end up with c x plus 4. Now, if I choose x to be equal to 1, the whole point of an identity is it should work for any value of x. So x equals 1, then the left-hand side becomes 13 plus 2, which is 15. This is now an equals because it's for a specific value of x. And this term would be 0. This term would be 0 because of the 1 minus 1 that we would get. And over here, we'd get 1 plus 4, which is 5, 5c. And that tells us that c is equal to 3. Now, if we use x equals negative 4, then what happens on the left-hand side? We'd get 13 times negative 4 plus 2. So that is negative 52 add 2 will become negative 50. Over on the other side, this term and this term would be 0 because of the negative 4 plus 4. And over here, we would have negative 4 take away 1, which is negative 5. Square that's 25, so we get 25a. And that tells me that a is equal to negative 2. Now, we've still got to find b, and we can do that by looking at coefficients of x squared. On the left, there is no x squared, so the coefficient is 0. On the right, this would give us ax squared, so that's going to be negative 2x squareds. And then here we would get bx squareds. And that tells me that b is equal to 2. And so we would get negative 2 on x plus 4 plus 2 over x minus 1 plus 3 on x minus 1 squared. Okay, so those are our partial fractions, and what we want to do now is integrate the 13x plus 2 over x plus 4 x minus 1 squared. And we can do that by doing the integral of negative 2 on x plus 4 plus 2 on x take 1 plus 3x minus 1 to the negative 2. Now the first two terms are going to give us logs. So we've got negative 2 ln mod x plus 4, and then we've got plus 2 ln mod x minus 1, and then the third term is going to give us 3 x minus 1 to the negative 1 over negative 1 plus a constant. And we can actually use a log law to put these together. So that would be 2 ln mod x minus 1 over x plus 4. I've used a log law there as well, the subtraction log law. And then we've got take away 3 over x minus 1 plus a constant.